In the name of Allah, the most merciful and gracious. I hope everyone would be fine and feeling well. Today I am here to discuss unit number 11, activities, which is on page 59. Clear? Now we have few exercises which I am going to give you an instruction for them, and you have to do it by your own. Exercise number A. Listen to the instruction carefully, okay? Which hero think and write MT for Mother Teresa and NM for Nelson Mandela for each description below. You have given 6 phrases, clear, and you have to write NM and MT which suits the best, clear. For example, became president of South Africa. So who became the president of South Africa? If you remember, it was Nelson Mandela who became the president of South Africa. So you have to write here NM, which means Nelson Mandela. Number 2, trained as a religious person. Clear? Who was a religious scholar, a religious person? If you remember, it was Mother Teresa who was a religious person. Clear? Now come to number 3, met children regularly. Met children regularly, so that was Mother Teresa who met children regularly, okay? So you have to write MT here. Then number 4, was a politician. Who was a politician? Clear? So Nelson Mandela was a politician. Clear? Why? Look here, because he became the president of South Africa, so it means he was a politician as well. So you have to write here Nelson Mandela. Number 5, suffered because of racism. Who suffered because of racism? Clear? That was Nelson Mandela who suffered from racism. Number 6, was the older of the two. Who was older? Mother Teresa. Clear? Exercise number B, your opinion. Think, discuss and give your opinion. Clear? You have given 3 questions and you have to write your own answers in your own words. Clear? For example, number 1, which injustice is greater, poverty in Kolkata or apartheid in South Africa? Clear? Which one is more injustice? Clear? For example, so you have to give reason. For example, you would say that in South Africa injustice was racism because it was a racial segregation. Clear? Racial segregation means creating distinction between 2 races, between white and black people. Clear? On the basis of their color. When you do not treat people on the basis of their color, this is called racism. When you create difference between black and white on the basis of their colors, it is called racism. Clear? So Nelson Mandela was suffering from racism. So that's why, in my opinion, racism was greater justice than the racial segregation. Clear? This is my answer, and you have to write your own answer. Which was harder, life on streets of Kolkata or life in isolation in prison? Here the writer in this question, he refers to Mother Teresa who was living in Kolkata. Clear? And on the other hand, it was referring to Nelson Mandela who spent almost 28 years in prison. So my answer is life in streets is hard because it was difficult to see the suffering of people. Clear? In my opinion, it is very difficult to spend the whole life on streets with the children, with the poor people, and to see their sufferings. Clear? It is quite difficult. On the other hand, to spend 28 years in jail is not that much difficult. It is difficult, but for me, life in Kolkata was difficult, although isolation in prison is also difficult. Okay. Question number 3, who was the greater hero, Mother Teresa or Nelson Mandela? I would say, for example, Nelson Mandela was a great hero because he fought against the suffering of people. Clear? He fought for human rights. There are many reasons. Clear? So you have to mention just one reason. Why do you like Mother Teresa or why do you like Nelson Mandela? You have to give your own answers. Clear? Now come to next page, on page 60. On page 60, we have grammar. Clear? We have grammar. Okay? Page 60. Look, unit number 11, grammar, page 60. I'm going to give you an overview of this topic, which is gender nouns. The gender of nouns tell us if they are masculine or feminine. Clear? If you remember, in the previous classes we discussed types of nouns. Clear? We discussed common noun, proper noun, collective noun, abstract noun, concrete noun. Clear? These were the few nouns which we discussed in the classes. Here now we would discuss gender nouns. Clear? Gender mean male and female. It's so simple. Nouns that refer to males are masculine. Example, men. Nouns that refer to females are called feminine. Clear? For example, woman. Nouns that can be male or female are common. That could be student. Now here student is common noun. Why? Student can be male and student can be female. It is not clear, okay? But when you talk about men, it means that you are talking about masculine noun. And when you talk about a woman, you talk about feminine. Clear? Now exercise A. And if one point more, nouns are neutral if they describe lifeless objects. Clear? Stone. So if you look here, stone is a lifeless object and it comes under neutral noun. It is not male, not female. Clear? Write the feminine of these nouns and use each in a sentence. Clear? Now you have to do this exercise. For example, prince. Prince is masculine and princess is feminine. Then we have bridegroom. So for that we have woman. We have men, we have woman. We have king, we have queen. Clear? We have headmaster, we have headmistress. We have nephew, we have niece. We have nephew, we have niece. N-I-E-C-E, niece. We have fox, we have vixen. We have brother, we have sister. Grandfather, grandmother. Boy, girl. Host, guest. Husband, wife. Bull, cow. Son, daughter. Actor, actress. Uncle, aunt. Clear? So this was the exercise about masculine nouns and feminine nouns. Clear? Now come to exercise B on the same page. Underline the nouns in these sentences. Divide them into masculine, feminine, common and neutral nouns. What you have to do here, you have given 8 sentences. You have to underline the nouns. Clear? And you have to underline masculine, feminine, common and neutral nouns. Look, my sister Sania lost her handbag last week. In this sentence we have 3 nouns: Sania, handbag, week and sister. But I have underlined 3: Sania, handbag, week. Number 2, my uncle Tom has an appointment with the doctor. Doctor, Tom, appointment. Clear? Number 3, the headmaster called Kashif to the office. Office, Kashif, headmaster. My cousin lives on the farm and helps out the cows. Cows, farm, cousin. His mother is a waitress in a local restaurant. Waitress, mother, restaurant. The bride was nervous on the day of wedding. Bride, wedding. The woman and her husband had a meeting with their solicitor. Solicitor, husband, woman. The king's son is a prince. Prince, son and king. So we have these nouns which I have underlined. Clear? Now what you have to do with these words which you have underlined, you have to write them in the blocks which have given to you people in your box. Clear? On the very same page. For example, masculine. In the above underlined words we have the following masculine nouns: uncle, headmaster, husband, prince. In feminine we have sister, cows, mother, bride. In common we have doctor, cousin, solicitor. In neutral noun we have handbag, farm, restaurant, office. Clear? These are the nouns which I have taken from these sentences. These are the words which I have taken from these sentences. Clear? Now come to last exercise, exercise C, which is write the common noun of these masculine and feminine nouns. You have to write the masculine and feminine nouns here. For example, example number 1, boy and girl. So for boy we say that it is masculine. girl is a feminine, and child is a common. Clear? So you have to write common noun for masculine and feminine together. For example, stallion, mare. So you have to say horse. Clear? We have stallion, masculine, feminine, mare, and common is horse. Stag, doe, deer. Ram, ewe, sheep. Grandfather, grandmother, grandparents. Boar, sow, pig. Clear? Sow is feminine pig. Clear? So here the common is pig. These are the exercises which you have to do in your books. Clear? On page 59 and page 60. Okay, you have to do these exercises in your books with the pen. Okay, write neat and clean. I hope you got it. Okay, if you have any problems, I would discuss later on as well. Clear? When you come to school, I hope all of you have understand. Clear? Take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Goodbye.